Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
That! 230.
Check. Watch 54.
Yeah.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, Conner looking for space. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now here's Ross. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
On the double.
55, Mike 55.
Tyler, 64, weak. Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. His throw incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go. 10 over. Hey, jump it.
Let's get it.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Roethlisberger. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
Like 80.
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. The fullback Watt with a run. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? Like 30.
54. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Black, what's
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. He may try and run for... Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hyde. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
2nd and 4. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Exit.
Here's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Like 80.
First down, a run with Hyde. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They run again with Hyde on first. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Mixon with a first down carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He completes it to Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Carl Lawson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 15-1. 15-1.
Let's get off the field.
2nd and 11. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Owens. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyson Alualu coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun to give to Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They start the drive with Hyde. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger complete to Washington. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
180.
I got it. Double time.
Trying to power it ahead with Watt. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Ross on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Recon, 132 fighter.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48.
Again, it's Hyde. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Like 30.
And the Steelers first down.
Let's go, Honey.
On first down, Hyde.
Give me some. Give me some.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 38, Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check.
Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he finds McDonald. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Like that. 230.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They come up in an offset eye. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from the 1. They try again with Hyde. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Carlos Hyde with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. That's good for 28 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They run with Hyde. He's been the bell cow tonight. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Clock 80.
They'll run on first down. Samuels. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's Samuels again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
The Steelers on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Check 55, Mike.
Come on. You better bring it. They go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Green. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Mike, 5. Watch the run. Watch the run.
2nd and 2. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on? And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
17.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Roethlisberger now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now a run with Hyde. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. It's a big run there by Hyde. 47 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a carry for the fullback. This is Watt. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Boswell's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green.
Down. 90, Wolf. Hey, echo.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Finding Green complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.